You're listening to the What the Wrestling Podcast, the show that brings you all things wrestling with your host, RJD.
Perfect.
Oh, you already know what time it is. We got a quick one for you today, baby. But we do got one for you today. Hi, everybody. Between white rabbits and all this other stuff, there's a lot going on right now, but we will get into it in a minute. First things first, check out my socials. Y'all already know what time it is. Follow me, RJDRJ699 on Twitter, RJD_199 on Instagram, RJD199 on Snapchat. But most importantly, follow What's the Wrestling on Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. Follow What the Wrestling on Spotify and Anchor. We got Smackdown, we got Rampage, and we have, sadly, the passing of a legend. Let's get into it. Let's go! Yes, yes, yes. 'Tis I, RJD here. Welcome to What the Wrestling. This is the show that brings you all things wrestling. Why is this so messed up right now? It's all good. No big deal. No big deal. Hi, everybody. Yeah, so hopefully everybody is having a decent day. It is wet, unfortunately, here in New York City. But the show must go on, as they say in LA. Excuse me. So, with that being said, before anything, hit the goddamn like button, like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. As always, What the Wrestling you already know. If you're catching the replay, rewind this and go catch it in the beginning as well as the end. HBO, help a brother out. Shout out to the Poor Man's Podcast. Help a brother out. Hit the like button. It costs you nothing. Share and comment. I will respond as I always do. Now, unfortunately, we start this off today with sad news. The legend, pro wrestling legend, Antonio Inoki has passed away at the age of 79 years old. Antonio Inoki is a legend all over the world in terms of professional wrestling. Especially during the 70s, he founded New Japan Pro Wrestling. So shout out to him, because if it wasn't for New Japan, I would not know who the Young Bucks are. Omega, Okada, the Ace, all of those guys over there, just tremendous. Inoki had feuds with Hulk Hogan, Vader, and many others. He paved the way for stars such as Tetsuma, Fujinami, and the Three Musketeers. Sadly, he has passed away. So according to Yahoo Japan, Antonio Inoki passed away in his home on October 1st, Saturday, according to Japan time. Inoki was 79 years of age at the time of his death. The outlet did not reveal the cause of Inoki's death, but the translation is below on this article that I'm reading. And here's what it says. Former professional wrestler Antonio Inoki, real name Kanji Inoki, who served 2 terms as a member of the House of Counselors, died at his home on the 1st. He was 79 years old. Inoki was end quote. Inoki was recognized by his contributors to pro wrestling by WWE as well. The wrestling icon was inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame by Stan Henson in 2010. And listen, WWE stopped what they were doing. They stopped SmackDown to acknowledge this. So, because Japan is ahead of us in America. So on Friday was the 31st for us, but they're ahead of us, so it was the 1st for them. But they stopped SmackDown, and it started making its way on Twitter. I even saw it. A couple of people that I follow posted it on Twitter, and I was just like, oh, this is interesting. I wonder, you get fake death things all the time. You see him going through people's timelines. Rest in peace to Coolio as well. He also passed away the other day. But it's crazy because it's like when something bad like this happens, you kind of think, is it true? Is it not true? But when you start seeing it everywhere and everywhere and everywhere, it's like, oh shit, I guess it is true. There's Inoki. You could talk about all his accolades and everything that he has done for professional wrestling. You can make a whole separate podcast out of that. So what I will say is rest in peace. I probably will do more on this in the next coming days, probably tomorrow as time goes on. It is Sunday for us in America. For us in New York, it's Sunday the 2nd when I'm recording this. But I probably will do a whole show on what he's done for pro wrestling. I mean, you could do hours of material on what he's done for pro wrestling here in the States as well as in Japan. Like I said, no Inoki, no New Japan. So rest in peace. My condolences to him and his family. And he also, I think, went into politics as well. Like this man has lived a long life. I don't know if he was sick or anything like that, or if he had ailments. I don't know. I'm gonna look up on it and read up on it and continue to provide my thoughts on this situation, unfortunately. But for now, rest in peace. He made his mark. He is gone, but he will never, ever be forgotten. A lot of the things that he did will continue to live on in his name. So rest in peace to Antonio Inoki, passed away at 79 years old. Unfortunately, we're going to lighten the mood now. Don't want to be insensitive, but we're going to lighten the mood and talk about this White Rabbit. So we had more QR codes, and there was a White Rabbit QR code on the screen at the end of the Karrion Kross promo. And in the corner of this week, there's a little corner of there was a tiny rabbit. When you hover over it, it comes up. So more stuff. Listen, if it's not Bray Wyatt, I would literally be like, get the fuck out of here! Why are you trolling us, bro? Why are you trolling us? People are gonna look at this White Rabbit and go back. I mean, the internet is undefeated. People will go back 2, 3, 5, 10 years to a Bray Wyatt promo and be like, oh, look, there it is. It's the same numbers. People do not care. I don't know who has all of these statistics, but the internet is undefeated in many aspects. I'm telling you. But there was a white rabbit in the corner of one of the segments as well. And Ryan Satin also put up on Twitter, as I'm going to it now. I just want to make sure I get this right. So WWE there's this post on Twitter by MD, this guy named MD, that WWE.com/1911, and then when you look carefully, Bray Wyatt in one of the Firefly Funhouse segments had 1911 on his hat. So at this point, if it ain't Bray Wyatt, like for real,
stop it. Get some help.
Stop trolling us, man. Stop trolling us. It's got to be Bray Wyatt at this point. But let's get into SmackDown. We're going to run through this here. We had a McIntyre, Gargano, and Owens come. And I think there was a trios match with them three and calling themselves the Panda Express. Jesus Christ. The Panda Express is coming between Austin Theory and the Alpha Academy, Gable and Otis. This was okay. Nothing wrong here. The baby faces, if I'm not mistaken, got the win. McIntyre at the end literally strapped Austin Theory. He strapped him. He hit him extremely hard with that strap. So, but the problem here is,
stop it. Get some help.
The end of the match, the damn cameraman missed all of the finishing moves. We had Gargano did some a tornado DDT. Kevin Owens, I think, hit somebody with a stunner on the outside, and then we had a Claymore that the camera also missed that Austin Theory got hit with. And it's like, bro, you had one job to do, bro. You missed all of the finishing moves, like all of them, my guy. Like, come on. Come on, son. What's wrong with you? But after that, Drew McIntyre hit Austin Theory with the strap and proceeded to stand tall. So, I don't know if he's winning or not at Extreme Rules, but he's still tall over Theory here. I don't know what they're going to do with Theory and cashing in that Money in the Bank, but I got a feeling something's got to be coming up soon. We are already past SummerSlam, and now we are getting to the Royal Rumble. So, Royal Rumble, yes, it's in January, end of the year. Something's got to give in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do something. They only got a couple of pay-per-views left, so they're going to have to do something about this. We had Solo Sikoa and the Honorary Uce, Sami Zayn, fight Ricochet and Madcap Moss. This crowd went crazy for Sami Zayn. WWE has done a fantastic job on building up Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn is a beloved member of a heel faction that's supposed to be getting booed, but the stuff between him and Jay hates him. Jimmy's like, tranquilo, relax. Roman is like, listen, man, you taking bullets for us? Wear this shirt, my guy. Honorary Uce. And it's like, Jay, there was a segment where Jay told Sami Zayn, the Honorary Uce, that I see right through your deception. And if you do anything to jeopardize, my family, bro, it's off with your head. He's like, listen, man, you're the only one wilding out. Why don't you go talk and bring it up with Roman? And Jay was like, you got it. Jay is going through it right now.
Emotional damage.
Jay Uso does not like Sami Zayn. Now listen, when Roman first did this whole heel turn and it was Jay Uso, main event Jay Uso versus Roman, and they had those couple of matches, and then Jimmy came back and he got choked out, so he quit. And then they had Sika and the Samoans on top of the thing, and then everybody had to acknowledge Roman. That was some of the best stuff. I mean, I wish we had. I don't think that was in front of a crowd. That was during the pandemic, if I'm not mistaken. Man, some of the best goddamn stuff WWE has put on. You know, if Vince would have left right after that, he would have left on a good note, for real. But Jey Uso has turned into just this angry. The right hand is angry at the left, bro. Like, Jey, relax, my guy. I cannot wait for Sami Zayn to come out of this. And I cannot wait for them to betray Sami. And Sami is going to be a bigger babyface than when he won the NXT title from Kevin Owens. Oh, no. Did he beat Kevin Owens for the title? Wait.
You stupid.
I know he had a few. Oh, I got to fact check that. Well, let me say it like this. He's going to be a bigger babyface than when he was in NXT. I swear to God. They setting him up beautifully to have a massive babyface run. I mean, I'm talking about world championship level babyface. That's what he's going to be. We also had Max Dupree and the Maximum Male Model. So this whole show, they've been trying to strike the longest pose in the Guinness Book of World Records, I guess, for Canada. Oh, man. I'm about to choke. I'm choking here. So, these guys are supposed to be, these Maximum Male Models, they're supposed to be striking this pose, and they've been trying to do it, and they keep getting interrupted. The longest Guinness Book of World Record pose, and at the end of it, Max Dupree tried to tell them, listen, they had like 5, 4, 3, and then
Surprise, motherfucker.
Max Dupree decked one of them. I think it was Mansoor. He decked them and was like, I'm trying to give you guys an opportunity for the Usos for the tag team titles, and you out here striking poses. You know what? Maybe this whole thing isn't for me. You know what? Maybe I need to do my own thing. You know what? I'm done with this. Yeah. So we will be getting LA Knight coming real soon.
Perfect.
Thank God. So we had Hit Row, Top Dollar, and Ashanti Diadonis defeat Los Lotarios after they got hit with the heavy hitter tag team move. This was a decent match, solid stuff. Nothing crazy here. We had Ronda Rousey beat Natalia via submission, I believe a leg lock and ankle lock, actually. And Liv Morgan came out with a baseball bat, and they actually had themselves a good pull-apart brawl. Liv Morgan is looking like a badass out there. It's like little Morgan is like so small and so cute, and she's like fiery as hell. Like, I like this. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like this badass Liv Morgan. I do. I've been telling you guys for damn near forever. Liv Morgan has everything, and yes, they messed up her title reign. Yes, it could have been better. I don't see her beating Ronda at Extreme Rules, but unless somebody cheats and helps her win. But what I will say is that I like Liv Morgan. Like, I think if they put her, she got this thing going on right now with Ronda. She's the champion. I was happy as hell to see her as champion. I think they fumbled the bag on it, but I think it can be salvaged, and I think she could be champion again. I really do. She's gotten so much better in the ring. She is a believable champion. She's a great underdog champion, and she just finds a way to win. And I think if they keep telling that story, even if she loses here, once they build her back up, I think she can stay atop the women's division. I really do. And I don't think people want to boo Liv Morgan. Like I said, she's so little and cute and feisty. I think people want to cheer Liv Morgan. So, gonna be hard to boo her. But Ronda is, badass Ronda is the best Ronda. So, we'll see what happens at Extreme Rules. We'll see. But they had a pull-apart brawl. They kept going at each other. It was a very good pull-apart brawl. It got broken up. Liv Morgan had this big-ass baseball bat. So, it was smooth. Then we had Imperium come out and talk that talk. And then who else would appear? Sheamus, because it's fight night. Now, the Brawling Brutes got stuck in Florida because of the hurricane, obviously. Prayers go out to everybody in Florida. Hopefully, everybody I know in Florida is okay. I have reached out to a couple of people. Everybody says they're good, so prayers out for the families and the property damage. You know, hurricanes suck, but, you know, y'all guys will rebuild. But Sheamus said, you know what? Why wait for Extreme Rules? We can fight right now. So he went out there. Imperium went after him. He hit both of them with a shillelagh. Then he went to go get at Gunther, aka Walter, and they had themselves a little brawl. The Imperium came and held his foot, and then he just got chopped after chop after chop, and he got chopped to holy hell. They beat him up. They left. He said, "Is that all you got?" They went back there and beat him up some more. He got hit with the power bomb. Then he got hit with the shillelagh in the head, and Sheamus got knocked the hell out. They're running this match back. I would be shocked if Gunther won. If Walter won, I'd be shocked. Why would you run it back? Because then you pretty much got to put Sheamus on another brand. He done won after the IC title and lost twice in a row. You pretty much, I mean, you know there's going to be interference in this match. You know it's going to be bullshit going on. You pretty much got to, he can't go for that title anymore. So, I don't know what they're going to do with Sheamus, but Sheamus has been the MVP of this damn company since 2020 because he putting out banger after banger after banger. And like I said, they did pay tribute to Antonio Inoki following the news that the mixed martial arts and pro wrestling pioneer had passed away. So that was explained. Bayley defeated Shotzi via pinfall, and Shotzi's got her tank back. She's got her tank back, and she's a babyface again. Listen, they're gonna have to build her up. I get it, but Shotzi's got her tank back, and she's not a heel. Thank God. But now her tank shoots pyro instead of a t-shirt. So I'll take it. Thank you, Triple H. Thank you, Triple H. You're awesome. So Bayley also beat Shotzi Blackheart with the Rose Plant, and Bayley attempted to crush Shotzi's neck between her damn leg. She attempted to Pillmanize Shotzi's neck, but she got saved by Bianca Belair, who ran down there to kick some ass. So that was your SmackDown. It was a good show. It was a good show. Nothing wrong here. It was a good show. Now, let's go on to Rampage. Let's run through this real quick. Rampage. We had the Acclaimed versus Private Party versus The Butcher, The Blade. And we had the mic drop for the win. This was a very good match. Private Party is continuing to have issues with Andrade El Idolo. And Matt Hardy seems to be trying to win them back. And I'm just like, oh, wrong button. I'm just like,
Nope.
please keep Matt Hardy away from Private Party. Listen, Private Party could they're at the bottom right now, but they can build themselves up. All right? The young boys can build themselves up.
You stupid.
That's for me for pressing the wrong button. Shout out to Bowens and Caster. Good win for them. I wish to see them more on Dynamite. This was good stuff. We also had Stokely back there talking to Andrade, saying that Matt Hardy was tampering with contracts. So let's see what happens. We had Fuego del Sol versus Lee Moriarty. Lee Moriarty basically squashed him. Nothing wrong with this. Lee Moriarty is an excellent professional wrestler. Then they beat up Fuego after. So Fuego, shout out to Fuego, man. Fuego is actually a really good wrestler, and the fans really like Fuego. And it's like, he's Sammy's best friend, and it's like, Fuego is like, yeah, you're like 0-50. Shout out to Fuego, man. I love Fuego. Then we had what I like best on the show, Jamie Hayter versus Willow Nightingale. Willow Nightingale is very beloved by the fans. The fans like Willow. I think Willow should get a contract. I really do. Jamie Hayter is slowly but surely getting over as hell. Every city they go to, Jamie Hayter's reactions are starting to get more and more clear. And the fans want to cheer Jamie Hayter. Even though she does bad things. We know she does bad things. But we like Jamie Hayter. Just like we like Adam Cole. Even though he's an asshole sometimes. We like Adam Cole. We're going to cheer him anyway. And that's what we're doing with Jamie Hayter. Jamie Hayter, I thought the cat was behind me. Jamie Hayter probably should be the next women's champion. They got a little bit more building to do, but I look forward to her getting that title because I think she should get it soon. And like I said, fans are cheering for both of these ladies. And I think Willow is good. She got held by Britt Baker, and then Jamie Hayter, who is very, very strong and very powerful, held up Willow and hit her with a suplex. Why am I blanking the name on this suplex? She hit her with the suplex. The German. There you go. I'm like, why can't I remember?
You stupid.
She hit her with the German suplex and then hit her with a Rainmaker clothesline for the win. The Rainmaker, I love. I love that finisher, the Rainmaker. But Jamie Hayter is very strong. Willow Nightingale is no small woman, and she held her up like this in German suplex position and then bodied her backwards. So shout out to her for being strong as hell. Then we had the main event, Roosh versus John Silver. This was very good. We had shenanigans at the end, and Roosh won with the bullhorns. And then everybody started coming out. They jumped the Dark Order, and then we had the rest of the Dark Order come out, and then Hangman came out last. He was going to give the buckshot to Roosh, but he got up out of there. So instead, Andrade's lackey got hit with the buckshot lariat, and that was all she wrote. Now, Dynamite, good. I mean, not Dynamite. Rampage, good.
You stupid.
Smackdown, solid. Extreme Rules coming up. I like this. Keep the ball rolling. Rampage was a solid show. I do think that we do have Nyla Rose also setting up a match with that bitch, Jade Cargill. So, cut the shit. So, that should be a good match. Two big ladies doing what they do. So, Athena, I think, gave Jade the best match of her career, to me. Too bad Statlander got hurt, because I know Statlander was going to take that title off of her. But they're going to have to find something to do with Jade, or build up a lady to take the title from her. They have a lot of women. They got to build up somebody to take that title. Unless they just wait for Statlander to come back 9 months from now. Because Statlander had surgery already. The prognosis on a torn ACL is what, 6 to 9 months? 9 to 12 months. So, maybe it'll be Statlander. Maybe they'll let her get the 49-0 and then have her lose. Maybe they'll let her get the 50-0 and then have her lose. I don't know. But it's going to take some time because there's nobody right now built up to beat Jade. But I say all that to say Rampage is a good, solid show. Good hour of wrestling. Fastest hour of wrestling besides NXT from 2016, 2017. So I like it. I do think it could get better. I mean, if they want it to be a legitimate show, they got to put some legitimate heat on that show. But the fact that they tape it after Dynamite, the crowd is just fucking tired. I've been to a Dynamite show and just sitting there for 7-8 hours. You got some stuff beforehand, like Dark or Elevation beforehand, and then you got Rampage where you get hyped. And then at 10 o'clock, they're talking about we're gonna shoot Rampage after Dynamite, and you ain't getting out of the building until 11:30, 12. That's a long night, man. So I don't know what they're gonna do, but we'll see. But that's all I got for you guys today. Tomorrow we will have more news and we will see what's going on. Check out my socials once again. Everybody be safe out there. If you're in New York, take your umbrella. Summer is gone and it ain't coming back for another 6 months, another 9 months. So beware, the cold is upon us.
Nope.
Emotional damage.
With that being said, I'm out. Peace.
Down the Mongol